Challenge is a common currency from class to class at the University of St. Thomas.
Here's the foreign market now.
But in this economics class, perhaps one challenge tops them all.
Oh no. Agapitos Papagapitos? I don't know.
What if?
Pronouncing the professor's name.
Agapitos Papagapitos?
Agapitos Papagapitos.
Agapitos Papagapitos.
Like a professor, he offers a helpful shortcut.
I'm comfortable with people calling me AP. I know they mean well.
But AP now has some new initials, P-O-Y, Professor of the Year.
Are there times that...
Kidding aside, Dr. Agapitos Papagapitos takes teaching very seriously.
I have butterflies before class, just like many actors, I suppose, would.
Still nervous after 2 decades at UST and passionate as ever about his specialties and students.
I am a lot more enthusiastic about what we're learning than anybody could ever be. And I think if they believe that you are interested in what you're telling them, they become interested.
The 2010 Professor of the Year grew up in Greece, came to the States for undergraduate work at Worcester College, attended graduate school at Ohio State. Along the way, a couple of engaging professors inspired the AP St. Thomas now knows.
I'm truly physically exhausted at the end of a class because I think I put so much energy, physically, so much energy into my classes.
How about the government?
He waits until we answer. He won't move on to another point until we actually give him an answer.
He's always yelling and screaming or whatever, and he uses a lot of hand gestures. He walks around the room like he just really engages the classroom however he can.
AP's energy isn't limited to the classroom. For years, he could be found in a campus gym playing ball or cross-training. He was the picture of fitness.
November of 2008, I was in the basement of my house, running on the treadmill. I was running, actually, doing some pretty intense training. Finished that, and that's the last thing I remember.
The professor, husband, and father had suffered cardiac arrest. AP's wife, Carrie Graham, found him, began CPR, saved his life. Well wishes poured in.
It made me realize that even if you don't know it always, sometimes you have touched people and you have formed relationships that you didn't really think at the time were strong relationships, but it turns out a lot more people care than you would think.
It was mind-boggling, the number of hits on the site.
Economics colleague Dr. Rob Riley remembers his friend's overflowing Caring Bridge website. For Riley, evidence of true success in life. He notes AP's generosity of spirit, which touches friends, colleagues, and yes, students.
Many faculty members will hear that occasionally, say, oh, you're one of the best, you're great. But the frequency with which that has happened has always impressed me.
AP easily impresses. A year after his close call, he pours his heart into so many corners of life. Workouts, high school coaching, executive committee duties with the faculty senate, his role as economics department chair.
Can we think in terms of why?
And of course, his teaching. Ultimately, AP hopes to train students to think.
I hope they remember that everything you do has an impact on others. And the important thing is to understand what that impact is.
No doubt AP impacts St. Thomas.
I kind of tease him a little bit because I say he's the mayor of third floor OEC if he's on third floor OEC, or he's the mayor of, Scooters if he's down at Scooters. He's the mayor of first floor Aquinas if he's walking down that corridor. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. It's probably a bit of envy, actually.
Now the so-called mayor has a new, lasting title everyone can pronounce. Dr. Agapitos Papagapitos is Professor of the Year, joining a distinguished group.
When I